Hi guys. So today I'm going to be giving my son some individual braids. As with always moisturize first so that the hair is nice and moisturized. So I am moisturizing with my B&B hair moisturizer.
First three of the game for Auburn.
Making sure the hair is nice and moisturized. I'll be putting the moisturizer all throughout his hair and combing it.
Has a chance to cut into this 5-point.
You want to comb your moisturizer through so it's throughout the whole head.
Yes. And that three is perfect. That one was a good 3 or 4 feet from behind the arc.
With always again, every time, the most important thing is the parts. So I'm going to work on getting me a nice part down the middle and I'll be back. Okay guys, so I got my part. Part looks good and I went and greased my part down the middle so I can get started. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my ponytail holder and put this side up so it's out of my way. Okay.
Bad foul by Vanderbilt's DJ Harvey. He hit Jamal Johnson on a 3-point attempt, so he'll head to the free throw line.
Get started. Rated.
70% foul shooter. 24 out of 34 on the year. Hey, Saturday on this SEC network.
A nice section there. Use my clips to section it off.
We'll be down in Florida at the O'Connell Center in Gainesville to take on 22nd ranked Florida.
Texas A&M went where they were still a win at Kansas State, Florida.
All right, so I got me a nice section parted. What I need now is, guess what? My shining gem. And you don't want to use too much shining gem on his hair because no, he's a boy. So you don't want it too much shining, but it just helps it to all stay together so you don't have as many flyaways. Oh, I need to get some rubber.
No, sir, I don't think either coach was either. Auburn up by 4.
And his hair is still looking kind of dry, so I'm going to get me some moisturizer. Keep it moisturized as I'm braiding. I'm going to braid these to the side because he doesn't want them really in his face. So I'm going to make sure that I'm braiding them towards the side versus towards the front. I'm braiding them towards the side.
These folks, they don't have time to go to the post office. They have businesses to grow, customers to care for, lives to get home to. They use Stamps.com. Print discounted postage for any letter, any package, anytime, right from your computer. All the services of the post office, plus UPS, only cheaper. Get our special TV offer, a 4-week trial, plus postage.
And if I notice that it's starting to get dry down here, I'm going to get some more moisturizer. See how dry that's looking? At no point do you want some dry hair because dry hair breaks. Moisturized hair grows and stays healthy. So you don't want no dry hair. And I'll put a rubber band at the end of each one of these so that the braid does not come loose. Like so. His hair is long. So they just don't look like how they used to look. Moisturizer. And again, I put my shining gem there and I'm going to take my little brush and brush all of those hairs in. And then he has a little taper, so I'm going to brush that taper down. He's going to be getting a haircut tomorrow. So he'll be looking crispy.
Yeah, I don't think you go wrong with either one of those.
For a game that I'm going to be attending.
Valid points on each and every one of those. Scottie Pippen couldn't get that to go down, and Auburn off to the races back the other way.
Because if I don't attend the game, Guess who will not be playing?
Auburn was out of bounds. Last touch by Auburn, so it belonged to Vanderbilt.
So you see how much thicker this
You
one
can
is?
see
Behind?
both teams are playing at a
Because
very
you
high
have
pace. But
all of that. This you're missing all this.
Play in this basketball game. I mean, we've seen 4 or 5 collisions where
So
it
again,
hasn't
those
been a call.
ends
The
looking
officials
dry.
allowing the defense
Gotta
to
make
keep that
sure
line of verticality where they
you don't
jump
have no
straight up.
dry hair
You're gonna
to
have to
braid
play
with.
through some contact. You're gonna have to settle for some jump
So I'm gonna go to the other side because what you don't want to do is just do this whole one side and then realize that your parts are off, because you just never know. So it's better to go from one side to another just to make sure that everything looks even and good. Because if you do this whole one side and your part looks off, you have to do the whole head again. Who wants to do that? Not me. Okay.
It just makes me scratch my head about Sharif Cooper. He's played 9 games.
So I'm gonna go to this side, and then after I finish with the 2 over here, I'll feel, I'll look at it and make sure that it looks aligned well, and then I'll feel confident enough to finish a whole side on its own without going from side to side. But those first 4 braids, you want to make sure those are lined up before you continue on. So I'll do these 2 and I'll be back. Okay guys, so we're back. We got the first 4 going. They're the same length, so the same thickness, so that's exactly what we want. So we can go ahead and finish doing the rest of the hair.
About a minute to go. AJ Lawler, Keyshawn Bryant hits. 2-16. 2-point game. Now down 3. AJ Lawson.
We'll go ahead and finish up one side and then I will be back. Okay guys, so I decided not to do all one side. I keep going from side to side because it's just important to me that each one of these braids is the exact same thickness, because that is just important that they all are, because if they're not, it won't look right. So rather than me finishing up one side, I'm going from one side to another and yeah, braiding. So we will continue braiding. You take your time with these parts. It's okay if you have to part and repart, because the parts is important. I mean, anybody can braid, but it's important that the sections look nice and neat and are the same exact length, or same exact thickness, I mean to say. All right, so that looks about right. We'll go ahead and get our shining gem. Every time I do a video, somebody is sleeping. It's all good. Remember to keep the hair moisturized. I got my B&B moisturizer. And B&B is not paying me, but they should be, because it's free advertisement at this point. But can I get a sponsor?
Dog.
But they do have some really good moisturizer. When you get to them ends, keep those ends moisturized and comb them out a little bit, because what happens is as you're braiding down, the hair is getting a little tangled. So you don't want them tangled up, because then your braids it'll show in the braid that it's tangled. But these braids are moisturized, tangle free, looking good. I'm trying to line this second one up with his second one here. Then I'll have my third one. Then we will basically be almost halfway through this style. And I'll come back and show you guys how I do the back, because when we get to the back, we're gonna start having the braids go to the back rather than the side. You don't want the whole head going to the side because it's just not a good look. So we'll do a few more of these. Comb that out. Get my edge brush and brush that all up in there. Get us a nice braid. Keep it moisture. Keep it tangled free. It may seem like extra steps, but it's important. So, if you're gonna do it, might as well do it right, is what I say. That one down there started to get a little thick for me. Put a little moisturizer on it. Comb it out. Okay, so our transition went well. I just transitioned these from going to the side to going to the back. So this back, we're just gonna give all the braids going right to the back. So we'll go ahead and get into these back braids. I'm gonna take a clip and move these braids out of my way so that they're not in the way. Okay guys, we're done with this individual braid. Put some mousse on each one. Sometimes I would water it down, but I'm choosing not to water it down this time because I feel like they usually like me to water it because they want their hair to move. They want like some nice movement, but I feel like that will come as they get, you know, older. And I feel like the water makes the hair a little, what's the word I want to use? Water makes the hair a little frizzy. Frizzy is the word I want to use. And his hair looks so nice and neat right now that I do not want it to frizz up. So I'm gonna skip the water this time and just try to put mousse on each one of them, which is kind of like water. Take them and you can move them to the side a little bit just to make them, because they're looking for some movement. They don't want, you know, don't nobody want their hair all stiff. But as you know, when you first get your hair braided, it's stiff. So you can move them, put mousse right there. So, and already I can feel it starting to unstiff. The mousse is gonna be better than using water. Because water, all this work I done did, I don't want to put that water on here and make it frizzy. It's gonna frizz up as it gets older. So we'll let time frizz it up versus us frizzing it up with some water. It is important to put some oil sheen on it though. Uh-oh, my oil sheen is almost gone, but we got it, we got it. Make sure you lift the braids to get the oil sheen up under there so that you don't have no dry hair. My oil sheen's about gone. But that's it, guys. We got some nice, neat guy individual braids. Till next time, I want you guys to like this video. I want you to subscribe to my channel, and I want you to share. Thank you.